Draft, only, rebuild, but the CPU scouts. Today I'm answering the question, how can I make a draft only as stupid and ridiculous as possible? I recently put out a poll on my channel and you guys like to see me scout and draft. Now there won't be a whole lot of scouting in this video, but there's going to be a hell of a lot of drafting. And I say that because this legitimately might take 15 or 20 seasons. And this time my roster is full of not Joe randoms, Joanna random. I'm going to explain the rules a little further when I get to the first draft here, but for now, I'm just going to hire the best scouts that I can afford. The best thing I can do is get the most well-rounded scouts possible. So that is what I tried to do here. Get guys that are at least going to be good at everything, because I noticed that the CPU is not smart enough to say, hey, this scout's really good at discovery, we're going to let him discover, or this scout's really good at pitching prospects, so let's put him on pitchers. No. It goes rogue, and it does whatever it wants. So Howie Hamill, Booker Keller, and Will North, I am putting my full faith in you. Do not let me down. And now all I need to do is go to scouting and flip it to auto, and let's ride. Just to give you a further idea of how ridiculous this is going to be, in the first week, the scouts are doing three things that I literally would never do. They're scouting relief pitcher position. They're scouting a player that has a build. I mean, okay, good hits per nine, good walks per nine. Don't get me wrong, but this guy's got 86 max overall, 88 potential. Has risen up the board, though, so maybe Booker Kelly does have a little bit of ball knowledge. And this guy's discovering pitchers. That's good. They're discovering the West region. So I'm going to sit to draft day, and I'll talk a little bit more about this challenge when we get there. Okay, so we did manage to find a couple people at the top of the board. And I've got the Pirates. We got the number 6 pick here this year. And hey, that's not too bad. We should be able to get a good pitcher. Here is how this works. I cannot pick somebody myself, okay, until all the players on this page, the scouted page, have been taken. So, for example, even though Geraldo Castro, relief pitcher, is ranked 186th in the class, he was scouted just that little bit by the CPU. So I have to prioritize him over any just random guess that I want to take. So maybe there's like a late round gem back here. For example, maybe Brandon Nomo is still on the board, and I might rather just take a total guess at this guy with the guaranteed high potential as opposed to that reliever. I can't do it until all the scouted players are gone. In this first year, my scouts decided to only scout pitchers. There is not a single position player scouted. Perfect. Just how I drew it up. All right, let's get it started. Draft one of many. I guess I'm hoping for Cristobal Lopez. He does look pretty good. I also do like Brian Sawyer at the top. Brian Sawyer's gone. Okay. Yeah, he probably is going to have high potential, so that does leave Lopez. He looks pretty good. Don't really need a closer. That guy looks good too. He's got the walks per 9. I wish the CPU scouted this guy a little more. I guess we might as well take the number 1 player in the class if we've got him, because I don't know how many times we're going to get that opportunity. That is pick number 1, Cristobal Lopez. And I've simmed to my next pick, and a lot of guys have fallen off the board here. Cruz is still here. Looks like he's got a pretty high potential range. No walks per 9, though. I could take this closer. Maybe I do go closer in the first round. This guy looks pretty good, too. Well, it is kind of tough to fill out a full bullpen in these kind of challenges, so I think I'm going with Ransom. And now I'm going back to the board here, trying to see. We're definitely going to be filling out the bullpen quite a bit here in year 1. I think I can get this guy Ortega later. I want to add him to the board, though. This guy looks good. Good walks per 9, good potential range. This guy's discovery. I could probably get him later. Do I take Bernard? I think I like Garbolo a little bit better. He seems a little more well-rounded. Also left-handed, and he's not so close to his ceiling that he might regress early. Let's go with Pedro Garbolo. It is going to be all relievers from here on out. I don't know. I've got to find a way to adjust that for next year. Otherwise, things could get rough. This guy... Oh, this is so ridiculous. Oh, man. Ortega's the one I really want, but I don't need to take him yet. This guy's going to be too good to be true. This guy, don't really like the build. I think I want to go with Connor Miller. That's just what I'm feeling. Connor Miller. Connor with an E. All right, I'm not even risking it anymore. I got to get this guy Ortega. I think he's going to be actually pretty good. That is going to be pick number 114. I actually think some of these relievers are going to be not that bad. We might not be off to the worst start ever, but I'm obviously going to need a lot of position players. I'm thinking Jaime Ramirez is what I'm thinking here. Yeah, I'm going Jaime Ramirez. That's just my feeling. Another lefty. How many lefties do I have? I don't think anybody left on the board here is good. I don't really think these Discovery guys are good. I kind of want to come back to him. I'm going with this reliever. Surprise. Carlos Villa. That's actually going to do it. I thought I had another pick. Let's see how these guys look here. I'm curious and also concerned. Okay, I managed to sign everybody. I'm a little worried that that could end up being an issue later on because I'm not going to be able to tailor the needs. I'm not going to be able to increase the motivation by picking that during the scouting. Here we go. Draft 1. How did we do? Okay. Okay. Hey, this is not terrible. Cristobal Lopez, first pick of the video. Very well-rounded lefty. Stamina's kind of low. Walks per 9. Should develop to, maybe if it gets around 70, should be good. All right. Not bad. Howard Ransom. Okay. Looks like a decent closer. 89 potential. Not bad. Our other starter, though, yeah, this is kind of a miss. Pedro Garbolo. I thought he'd be a little better. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what he becomes. And the rest is relievers, and this is not bad. This is actually not that bad. 81 potential lefty. More of a project there for Miller. Ortega, 90 potential, no clutch at all. Guy is not clutch. I can develop that a bit. I can develop that a little bit. Jaime, very well-rounded. Lefty. And Villa, this was my last guy. He doesn't look that bad. He does not look that bad. How many lefties did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lefties. And we are 0 and 110. So the ladies have not been able to pull out a victory yet. And as always, a lot of our Joanna randoms are going to retire after every single season. So I am going to have to sign random guys to fill out the roster. And I probably need to mark something in their name like I did in my draft only video. Otherwise, I might get confused because I have a feeling we're going to be taking some very bad prospects in the upcoming drafts. And in this clip, the CPU definitely does not screw me, and I end up with the first overall pick. We got the third pick. How can I convince these guys to scout some position players this year? If we have a bunch of pitchers now, are they going to look at our roster and get some position players? I don't know, but you look at Howie Hamill. His pitcher rating is higher than position player. You look at Booker Kelly, position player is higher than pitcher. I don't know if this is going to help the cause, but I do think that Perry Garcia is a little better than Will North. So we've got a new scout. Okay, Kelly's on catchers. This is good. Hamill's on relievers again. And Perry's on starters. We do need some more starters. I guess I'm putting starter, catcher, and shortstop for our needs. I'll see at the draft. All right, what do we have here? Starter, third base. Third base, okay. Let's see. Shortstop, oh, okay. Third base, we might have to take this guy. I don't think he's very good. What about the catchers? Okay, so we did scout catchers briefly. So there might be somebody I could take here. Maybe this guy's a late round gem. Maybe we could get Abdul Champion. Now that is a guy I want. And we got this third baseman. I've got him on the board. I don't really want to take this guy in the first round, though. No outfielders. All right, it's probably going to be a lot of pitchers again. All right, draft 2. Here we go. I don't really like many of the position players. So, I think I like that guy. Number 2 pick. Starter, I kind of like that guy too. Oh no, that was, okay, he was low walks behind. This guy was well-rounded. So where does that leave us? We could get Morales. He's got elite walks per 9. Do I take the third baseman? I don't really think he's that good. And this was the best catcher, but he doesn't really look that good. Is Sandoval better than Morales, though? That's the question between these two guys. Because Sandoval's a little more well-rounded. His walks per 9 are actually even a little bit better. But he might not have as high of a ceiling. They are both fully scouted. I think I like Sandoval. I think so. I think I like Sandoval a little bit better. This might actually just be the lefty only challenge. Third pick, year two, Sandoval. Okay, hear me out here. I like this reliever in the next round because I actually think this guy can be a starter. And he's another lefty. Another lefty, but looks like he's going to have high stamina and high walks per nine. I mean, this guy might be an ace. Lance Johnson, round two. Now, this guy looks good, but he's Discovery. Hector Bravo. I should probably wait for Bravo and go a different route with this. I don't really like Mitchell Corey, even though we are going to need a catcher, but I think my plan is to take Abdul Champion late round and just pray that this guy's a gem. I mean, he could legitimately have like F potential. I don't know. I think Hector Bravo is the best guy available. Even if he is Discovery, I can't really pass him up. I can't really pass him up. I think I need to take Champion here. I think I need to take Champion here. Just for some reason, if he got sniped from me, that would be nightmare. Nightmare. That's our first position player, by the way. I think Mark Mason might be okay. He didn't really get scouted a whole lot, only 15%, but in that short time moved up just a little bit. I'm seeing zeros in the profile, using all my skills, all my drafting skills. And he's a righty. So we kind of need a righty. Mark Mason. I really wish the other teams would just take some of these guys that we've got scouted so that I can pick somebody that I want for once here. I think Ronnie Shabazan is the next best guy. Cruz, I might come back around for Cruz, but I think this potential range is just good. We're going with Ronnie. Miller's the only guy that rose up the board a little bit. Decent potential range. I don't really think he's going to play, but that's my best bet. Draft 2, all done. All right, still haven't won a game here. Have not come close. I really am just hoping that the catcher has high potential. Of course, I care about the other guys, but this is our only position player so far. Here we go. 91. 91 potential. That is massive. 48 overall. Not great. Not great. But we have got plenty of time. Plenty of time. All right, 96 for Ronnie Shabazian. Ooh, nice. All right, so Sandoval is kind of, well, he does have the good walks per nine. He does have the good walks per nine. He's a little, no, I think he's okay. I think he's okay. 85 potential. I'll take that. We're actually getting way higher potential. I told you I did a little bit of practice for this. We're actually getting way higher potential. Oh, this was that reliever. Pretty good. Can walks per nine go up to 120? Because he probably could get there. So is my rotation done? I think I've got my rotation in my pen. Mark Mason doesn't even look that bad for 73 potential. It's going to eat some innings. Going to munch on some innings with 93 stamina. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty well right now. Only problem is we have one position player. I forgot to look around the league last year to see what I'm missing out on. If there's any like generational talents that I wasn't able to get, because that is the big thing with draft only rebuilds. You give yourself a high pick. You give yourself like the Nationals right out of the gate, and you just pull a generational prospect, and you're off to the races. Ooh, Forrest Morales. This was the guy. This is the guy I passed up. Oh no, that's not good. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 relievers and closers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 starters and 1 position player. So I think no matter what, I have got to find a way to take like only position players in the next class. I mean, we basically have our full pitching staff ready for the majors. I guess Lance is actually going to be a starter. So I have to find position players. I don't know how I'm going to get the scouts to do that. Maybe I need to change something up again. In this clip, I dropped from the first pick down to the 12th pick in the draft next year. Aha! Reverse psychology. First pick next season. How am I going to get these guys to scout position players? Do I have to just totally tank the pitcher rating? Is that the move and just risk it? But if they end up scouting only pitchers, then they're going to mess up all the scouting. So I don't know what to do here, but we could run into trouble. We could run into an issue here. Maybe if I play with the needs a little bit more, that'll do something. Let's go. Let's put shortstop, center field, and we got a catcher. So maybe I'll put what else is important? I don't know. First base. Try to get some pop. What's available? What's at the top of the board? I think I need to put him on the right field. There's a couple up here. I don't think they're definitely not generational, but there's a few guys ranked towards the top. So let me move it from first base to right field, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean, right away they're looking at pitchers and catcher. I don't know how this is gonna work. I might not be able to get position players. I gotta check back in a few weeks. Okay, now they're looking at individual players. So it's starters and relievers again. I I don't know how this is working. Can this catcher play anything else? No, he can't. But he does look pretty good though. It's a miracle. They scouted a center fielder, and he's the number one player in the class. So we've got somebody for the first round. However, the only other not catcher that was scouted was this right fielder. So maybe it did work. The fact that I put the needs as center field and right field, that is who they scouted at the top of the board. But then we only have catchers. I think Robles is okay, but he can't play any other positions. He's probably going to have C potential. And then I could also risk it and take this catcher. We'll probably have to take both of them. His secondary positions are unknown though, so maybe he can play first or something. This is tough. This is tough. I don't know if this is gonna work. I tested it a little bit. I thought this idea would be fun, but this is not gonna work. So anyway, we can let's get our guy here. Let's get our center fielder, Ryan Thompson. Does look fantastic. So we're at least starting somewhere. First overall pick, draft 3. We have got a second position player. This guy did move up slightly and has good contact, and the defense looks good. And he could potentially play another position because it's unknown. And we pick again at 72. So maybe I could get Robles later. I feel like this guy would move up the board further. Brundage. Was there anybody else? Did I miss somebody? No, that right fielder's gone. I mean, there's good starters, but we don't need starters. So I think the play is to go with Brundage. Yeah, hell of a beard too. We are gonna have to go back to more starters and relievers. I don't know. This is this is not good. Okay, this guy's here though. Maybe he is good. All right, I'm not even gonna hesitate. I'm taking him. And we pick again right away at 77. It does not help me a whole lot. Is there a two-way player in here? I think I just have to take this guy. I think I just have to take this guy and hope he has a secondary position. Oh, brother. It's just going to be starters from here on out. It's just going to have to be starters from here on out. And I think I'm going to go with Delgado. And yeah, I'm not even going to show the rest of this. I will see you when we look at the draft picks. I had to come back real quick because they're scouting so many relievers, which are late round options, that it's prevented me from being able to just randomly pick somebody. Like, is there anybody left that's not like maybe you know what I mean? I could pick somebody like this, Fiorentino, but that's not how I set the rules up. You know, I could take a risk and pick one of these guys. Like this guy might actually be good, you know, to fill out their base, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I have to pick the guys on the scouted. This guy at least moved up a little bit, so that is how I'm finishing out the draft. And bad news. Brundage does not have a secondary position. Rickert does not have a secondary position. They both have good contact and they look decent. I think Brundage is going to be a long-term catcher starter for us, and he'll be able to be in the show before our real project catcher that we got. But this is just brutal. Okay, draft 3 down. We at least got our center fielder. Let's see how we did. Okay, 92 potential for Thompson. That is good. 76 for Brundage. That is not great. That is not great. But for 76, he does look okay. The defense is not good. He should be fine at the plate. I did get another good starter. I do not need him. Richter, that is not good. That is not good. But Wait, we don't need another catcher. I wasn't able to sign this starter. I didn't put starter as a need this time, so I wasn't able to get him. And I don't really care about these other guys that much. I mean, we got a great center fielder. I'm burying the lead a little bit here. This guy is awesome. Really, really good. It's just the fact that I still need like 7 other position players that can play specific positions if we're actually going to be able to field a team. We've got catcher and we've got center field. That is it. There is a 99 potential late round first base gem here going to the Blue Jays. Looks incredible. Shortstop Luis Trejo looks awesome as well. Insane contact. This guy's a switch hitter too. Headed to the White Sox. No way. We won a game. We won a game. We beat the Giants 3-2, August 29th, 2027. This day will go down in history. Lopez and Sandoval had really good years in Double-A. Lance Johnson, surprisingly not that good for having 93 walks per 9. And I think I've got another guy. Do I have another guy up here? 2 starters, 1 reliever. No, that's it. A lot of guys will be starting to move up next season. They are improving quite a bit, and I've got an idea that I'll tell you about in a second. If you're enjoying this video so far, drop a like, drop a sub, and check out my channel. I've got a bunch of rebuilds on there, most of them a lot less absurd than this, but just as entertaining. Dodgers run it back here, defeating the Yankees in 2027. Looks like their pitching staff, as always, is completely dominating in the game here. Who's winning MVPs? Let's see. Shohei's won back-to-back. Yelich won the 2025 National League MVP. Judge has 3 straight in the AL. Okay, so there's that. Spencer Jones got traded to the Cardinals. He was second for Rookie of the Year. He's not as broken in this roster. It's a pretty default roster, besides the Joanna Randoms, of course, on our team. Cortez, who's this guy? Not familiar with that guy. That is your Rookie of the Year. Okay, you ready for my genius idea? What if I took this starter, Pedro Garlobo, and just threw him to the wolves? Put him in the rotation with all of our Joanna Randoms. Maybe the CPU will then look at the team and say, okay, they don't need starters quite as much as they need something else. So what if I added him to the 40-man, moved him to the MLB for next year? Okay, I'm not too worried about him. We're going to have other guys that'll be developing better, higher potential. So I don't think I'm going to need him. I don't care if he's terrible. But maybe now pitching, we don't need to get as many pitchers. I probably need to do this for a reliever too. And by the way, if you see anybody with N at the end of their name, that means they are not part of guys that I drafted. These are guys to fill out the roster. I don't really want to bring anybody good up just yet. I'm not ready to start using any service time at the moment. So who can I bring up here? Villa? 24 years old, 64 overall. Yeah. Yep. Carlos Villa, you are headed to the MLB, brother. So we've got 3 catchers. Brundage will be the first one to come up to the show. He'll probably be mid-60s overall up into the show. Richter, that was a bummer. Oh, maybe, you know what? Let me get him into the MLB. That is the play. I'll get him into the MLB, then maybe they won't scout catchers either. Champion is still in single A. He's going to need a little while. I am pretty excited about Ryan Thompson, I have to say. This guy's going to be really good. Hopefully he can get us a Rookie of the Year down the road. Our homegrown talent, closer, Joanna Random, just got signed by the Padres here. 6 years, $17.6 million a year, coming off of not one of her best seasons, 14.86 ERA, 2.94 WHIP, negative 7.3 WAR. I guess the draft lottery does kind of matter a little bit now that I realize it from last year, since we were able to get that center fielder who is the #1 player in the class, at least of the ones that we were able to scout. So I do kind of want to get that. Oh, okay. 6th? Really? As if I needed this right now? I did just find an elite scout, Derek Cervantes. If this guy cannot find us some position players, I do not know who's going to be able to do it. I'm putting my needs all in the infield here. Second base, third base, shortstop. Can we get 2 infielders and an outfielder? Is that too much to ask for here? Okay, did we scout any position players? Here we go. Okay, second base, guaranteed high potential. That's good. We pick at 6, though. Might not be able to get him. Did I get anybody else up here? This guy, okay, wait a second. This is good. Might be able to get this guy in the 2nd round. Eric Huerta. He can play anywhere. That is so valuable. Okay. Another catcher, of course. All right, let's see. Any outfielders? No outfielders. No shortstops. No third base. Second base. Okay. I mean, I guess it's another guy that I can at least take. First base? Okay. First base. That guy can hit. That guy can hit. Oh, we might be up. Catcher. Okay. Yeah, of course. 83 catchers. Can these guys play any other positions? Can't say. Can't say. Okay, we've got some options. We've got some options. Let me add these guys to the board and let's get this draft going. Okay, first round, we need Patel to fall. This is like a legitimately good player right here. High, should have a potential, can start within a year or two, which is hopefully when we could. I'd love to field a team. If I can get Rod Jensen after that, he doesn't have super high potential, but he's got good contact and speed. Should be able to hit okay, and he can play third. So we've got a second base and a third. And then if I can get Kavanaugh in the third round, again, great contact and speed, he can play the corners. We're starting to get a team. I'm starting to think it's possible. So let's start this draft. We need Michael Patel. He has not gone in any of the 4 picks so far. We just have to wait out one more pick. Nats, don't do it. Yes. Okay. All right. What'd they take? Who went ahead of us here? A bunch of starters. A bunch of starters. Okay. We have got our second baseman of the future, and he looks really good. Michael Patel, welcome to the Pirates. Can at least one of these guys fall to the next round? Oh my God. This guy's a two-way player. No way I missed that. No way. Okay, well I think our second baseman's better, and we don't need pitchers, so no problem. Kavanaugh went 29. Jensen was the one I really wanted though. Put him at third. All right. There's 2 catchers here, but I'm not getting another catcher, and they're not good. So we might as well take another pitcher. Just keep stocking up here. This guy's got low walks per 9. This guy looks very good. Is there any other? I can't miss another two-way player though. There's no other ones here. Okay. All right, I got to go with the pitcher here, and then hopefully the pitchers are gone and we can start just taking some guys. Okay, well we pick right away again here, so I got to go with another pitcher, right? I like Geraldo Vega. Good stats. Another lefty, 22, should have B potential and can play pretty soon. Now we need some position players. Tell me there's no more pitchers. Oh, oh my God. I don't really like this guy. I'd rather take the Discovery one and just get him off the board because this guy's going to come off the board with this pick. So I take this guy, and now, is there anybody scouted? No way. They're still here? All right, I'm going with the catcher now. I'm going with the catcher. Please tell me this pitcher's gone. Please tell me. Okay, nobody scouted. I've got 1 minute to find who I want. This might be it right here. It's left fielder. Okay, let me add him to the queue. A shortstop though. Okay, third base. Oh, he looks good too. This is intense. Let me just get all these guys in the queue that are decent. I should do it through this way. Okay, center field, anybody here? Left field, another guaranteed high. Let's get him on the queue. Get this guy in the queue. All right, we got to make a choice now. Left field, I don't really like him that much. Shortstop or third base? Switch hitting third baseman or shortstop? I'm going shortstop. Should have decent defense. And shortstop's such a key position. Okay, so now we sim ahead. They're all gone? Are you kidding me? Okay, can I get a first baseman? Maybe. I think this is my guy. I think Eric Porter out of Massachusetts is my guy. Okay. I got some position players. Okay, I was able to sign everybody. No issues. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Well, first and foremost, Michael Patel. Very good second baseman. 70 overall, 22. I would prefer being a little bit younger to give us more time to have good players in the league at once if I'm going to complain. But I should not be complaining because we did get a position that we need. And I see that shortstop Julian Chavis is 92 potential. He's only 53 overall though. So he is going to need like at least 3, probably 4 or 5 years. But he can at least play shortstop. And this first baseman, that did not work out too well. Did not work out too well. He can also play left field. That is good. Can this catcher play anywhere else? No, of course not. Of course not. I mean, the pitchers, they're fine. I don't need them. We have got to have a draft where every single one of these is position players. That just has to happen within the next 2 years if I'm going to feel like this is actually going to be possible. This is tough. Are you kidding me? We scout every catcher that's popped up except for the generational one? I mean, this is just... My head is hurting. My head is hurting. I got to take a break. I'm coming back tomorrow. I'm back. New day. Got a workout in. And I'm ready to torture myself live on camera. Center field, Ryan Thompson over here. And second base, Michael Patel are the only good players I have right now. These are the only good position players I have. The pitching staff, we're looking good. We're looking good. We've got a lot of promise on the pitching staff. Okay, as you know. By the way, Garbolo actually had a 3.48 ERA in the Pigs last year, so that's a positive. We are all set at catcher. Brundage is the front runner to be our starter in a year or two. And then we've got Abdul down here continuing to get better in the minors. And then we just got McQueen, who I don't really have much hopes for, but we've got catcher. Technically, I have a first baseman, but he's so bad I had to put Y in the name this time. And then at shortstop, we have Julian Chavis from the last draft, and he's got 92 potential, pretty good, but he's just, 53 overall, so it's going to be a while before he can really do much in the show, and I want to have a team within the next, season or two. I'm probably going to have to bring some guys up, maybe not next season, but the year after. I don't want everybody going into ARB at, the same time, because that's going to be tough budget-wise. I want to have some different layers, some different tranches of guys coming in, so that's where I'm at. Dodgers won the World Series again last year, by the way. I think that's 3 times in the 4 seasons that I've done here. All right, give me the first pick. At least keep me in the top 3. Are you kidding me? Draft number 5. Got screwed down to the 7th pick. I'm not letting that affect me. I'm feeling good. I'm prepared. I'm confident. Do we have position players? Go to scouted. Pitcher. Second base. I don't really need second base. This guy, he's injured. All right. Oh, man. 1 right fielder. 1 left fielder. Neither look good. Got that shortstop. Nobody at third. We got our second baseman. I mean, Brian Gallagher, if I could get him in this. So we don't pick till 40 again, though. So it's going to be really close as to whether I can actually get this guy. And they scouted relievers, so late round, we're probably screwed. Okay. And then starters. And there's a good discovery starter. So Thomas, so maybe I can get him late. We at least have some options. We've got a few options here. Quite a few. It's just, if we're going to get lucky and if we're able to get 3 guys here, I mean, even if I have to take one of these guys that are towards the bottom, I might as well, just to get positions, get guys in the field. We could upgrade at first base. It's going to be a kind of a tough call in the first round. I like that this guy can play right. I really want Gallagher in the second round. A little bit of power as well. We don't really have a power bat right now. So let's see what happens. Mike Trout's brother here just got taken. This guy looks pretty good too. Oh, I wish our scouts would have scouted him. Okay, Matheson, that guy did look good, but we're not taking pictures. All right, we're just waiting on one more pick. One more pick. Okay, it's Patrick G. Patrick G. I just can't, I feel like I can't risk it on an injured player. As much as this guy would be so perfect for us, just the positional flexibility, and since maybe I can get first base in round 2. First base and right field. So this would be a really good pick for us. I think I have to take the second baseman, and he'll be our DH, or maybe he can play second base. I don't know about the other guy's defense. I can't remember. Maybe this guy's defense is better. But I'm pretty sure our other second baseman can't play anywhere else. Although I still think that Cooley's the best player we've got. I think this has to be our pick. Okay, is Brian Gallagher going to fall? He is. He is going to fall. Gallagher, This is going to be my second pick. Switch hitting, power bat at first. That's pretty good. And he can play right. I put all the position players on here, right? Yeah, so there's nobody left. I think I just have to take this starter. Might as well. There's no other better options. I think he is good. Thomas Ono, another lefty. We pick again really quickly here at 78. I wish there was more position players to choose from. This was a good opportunity. This draft was a good opportunity for us. I kind of looked through everybody, and I think John Peterson is my favorite guy that I want to get. So I'm going with John Peterson. I mean, do I take Garland here? He's the highest player left, and he can at least get out in the field, I would think. It's just that the walks per nine is so low, but the Ks per nine, or the hits per nine and Ks per nine are really good. He's control and break, but yet he has control and break, but yet he still has low walks per nine. Doesn't make any sense. All right, Darren Garland, that's my next pick. This guy moved up the board a little bit, and he's fairly well-rounded. Vic Bankston. Yeah, Vic Bankston with our next pick. I guess I'm just going with the best player left here. Right-handed reliever, James Finley. All right, hey, we got some position players. Let's see how we did. Only one win here at the break. Tough season for the fellas. I was able to sign everybody, miraculously. So let's see how we did. Did I really only get 2 position players? Why did I think I had more than that? All right, so Cooley, second base, looks good. I mean, we know he's going to hit. He's just going to hit. He's going to run. I actually like him quite a bit. And he could realistically be in the show next year. I don't think I need to do that just yet. I want to kind of give it one more year. Maybe I'll bring a couple guys up. Gallagher has got the power. He's got decent enough contact. And the fact that he could play right helps out a lot. That helps out a lot. He looks okay. And then Ono looks really good. So we did get another great pitcher. I mean, this pitching staff's going to be fantastic. He does only have 56 stamina. This is the guy with the walks run. He's got low clutch. A lot of times this kind of build will have high clutch, but I don't know. I don't have great hopes for him. Bankston's fine. Finley, 79 potential. Not too good. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain. We got 2 players that are going to play, and we got a good pitcher. More bullpen arms. Not too bad. Ryan Thompson out in center, going to be a beast. 19-year-old season in AAA. 894 OPS, 5.6 WAR. Unfortunately, our second baseman at AA did not do that well. He did develop very well, which is good, but he only had a 654 OPS, which is kind of confusing. And the Tigers take down the Mets in the 2029 World Series. Time is flying by here. So I've got a few guys on the 40-man now. We're going to bring up Lopez, our best pitcher. Should be pretty solid. Maybe we can get a rookie of the year out of him. We'll see. I'm going to bring up this closer who I think is only okay. He's 25 now, though. And then I think Sandoval is going to be really good with that walks per nine. He's become a great pitcher. So these guys are going to pitch alongside Garbolo, Ricker, and Villa. Villa's in the bullpen, too. He's struggling over there. Garbolo's not been too bad. A couple of decent years for being 75 overall. Ricker's still up there. And then I'm now at the point where all these Joanna Randoms need to be on the 40-man, and some of them are asking for ARB. Actually, there's a couple other guys that I think I need to add to the 40-man. Yeah, Ramirez and Ortega, I'll add to the 40-man as well. So maybe they'll play. But I'm losing all the Joanna Randoms at this point, so going to have a lot of random people to fill out the roster. My plan is to bring a few of these pitchers up, and then I'm going to go one more season without the position players up, and then we're going to have a team. We're going to have a team after that. Eric Kah here. Somebody to fill out the roster. Got the mohawk, the shades, and look at the stash. The handlebar. Or what is that called? Mutton chop? I don't know. Pretty fire, though. Also forgot to mention another one of our homegrown talents here. Joanna Random is on the Dodgers coming off of a career year, 55 innings, 12.52 ERA. Got a great contract. I mean, this is what we do. This is kind of the kind of talent that we have in this team. It just gets poached. It gets poached by other teams, and they leave us with the scraps and the catchers. Give me the number 1 pick. I deserve it. I want it. I need it. I mean, can I get a little bit of luck in this? Can I get something? Can I please get something? Well, we've got some kind of a pitching rotation here. All 4 of our guys are left-handed, so that is how we're going with things here. Lopez is coming up. Sandoval's coming up. Reliever Lance Johnson is going to be a starter, and then Garbolo's been up for a while, and like I said before, it's actually been pretty good. Got a few guys in the pen. Carlos Villa coming back. He has not been pretty good. And then this closer, Howard Ransom. I don't know if he's going to be that good, but we'll give it a shot. So we'll be testing the waters with a few pitchers. Lineup is still, nobody's up yet in the lineup. That'll be next season. So let's try to go have another good draft. We need some more position players. We are totally fine on the pitching side. I'm going to try to go third base, left field, and right field again. I don't think this does anything now that I've done 5 drafts. Doesn't really seem to matter. But we definitely need outfield, and I could use another infielder. Although we can get away with it right now. But this would be ideal. If we get a third baseman, a left fielder, and a right fielder, we're going to be in good shape. Draft 6. Here we go. You know the drill. Center field. Okay. That is huge. That is huge. First base can also play second and left. Great contact. That is huge. Could probably start right away. That is great. So we hopefully can get one of these guys. We got the 5th pick. If not, shortstop. He can definitely start right away. Great defense. A little bit of pop. Salvatore Flores. He looks very determined. Very determined player from Ohio here. I've got another closer. I wouldn't be opposed. This guy actually looks really good. I need position players, but I could shock the world. Third base. Okay. Okay, this seemed to work a little bit. This seemed to work. Right field, maybe. Another third base. Okay, this is by far the best crop of players I've had. In the first round, I am over the moon if we can get either Trimble, who's got that elite contact, can play left, first. We don't really need second. Probably will be playing left, most likely. Or Chris Root. Chris Root, I'm very happy with him too. Great defense in the outfield, really good contact, lefty bat. I don't think he's generational, but he's probably really, really good. So either one of those guys, I'm happy. If they both get taken, which the way things have gone in this video feels like 100% chance, if they both get taken, I'm also very happy with Salvatore Flores. Really good defense. We can throw him at third. We can throw him at short. Whatever I need next year. I don't really know off the top of my head just yet, but he looks fantastic, and that's my backup. Number 1 overall is Chris Root. Now I'm not feeling good at all. Number 2 overall, Sawyer Trimble. I mean, I cannot catch a break. This is brutal. And it's another guy that I scouted that goes 3rd overall. I don't think I was going to be able to get him. So we have to get Flores now. We have to get Salvatore Flores. And then we'll have to pick up an outfielder, someone who can play outfield. Do not take Flores. Do not take Flores. Okay. Buford Johnson. That's another guy that I would have wanted. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, can't go wrong with this guy. He can come up to the show right away. 22 years old. See, his face, if it didn't have that little bit of a smirk to it, that's pretty much how I look right now. Very, just kind of angry. That smirk makes him look determined and ready to go. I guess I'm determined, but I'm also pretty pissed off. All right, who is going to be here? A few guys. Let me see who I want. But I think my favorite is Ramon Flores. He's got that power profile. Just the main thing is that he's got a higher floor, and he might not be great. He's almost definitely going to have C potential, but at least he can play pretty soon. And then I'm hoping I can take this closer, which I know sounds nuts at this point, but he looks unbelievable. I'm hoping he stays for pick number 38. So I'm going with Ramon Flores. I don't really need any more starters right now. And I'm okay. I'm okay passing up on these position players, which I know. Am I okay passing up on the position players? I think I am. I think I've just got to go for it. So, all right, I'm going with the closer, Iley Church. He just has the perfect build. All right, so now everybody is gone. So let's see what I can pull out here. This is all that's left. There's no pitchers. It's only these catchers. So, like, do I risk it on somebody that's unknown? This guy at least has good defense, and we don't know if he can play another position. The defense is really good. This guy fell down the board. What is the right move here? I think I need to go with Randolph. I think Randolph is the play. Let's hope he's got a secondary position. I think we risk it again on a guy who could move up the board a little bit, Curtis Bradley. If we didn't scout all these catchers, man, I could really pick some more position players. I think we've just got 2 picks left, and there's still catchers here. I think the play to take the worst one, right? Maybe I should just take the third base guy and Could there be a chance that James Burns is off the board? Because otherwise I'm forced to take him. And this guy at least has third base, and we know that. So I think this is the play, Eric Peters. All right, big reveal. Is there anybody left here? There is. So I have to take one of these guys. Herman's at least got some contact and defense. So we're going with Herman. Catcher only challenge continues. Good news. It's not really a position we need, but Ramirez can at least play first base. He's got good defense. He hasn't really fallen down the board too much. He's got elite defense, I should say. And he's not really fallen down the board too much. So that is good. Unfortunately, Herman cannot. He is catcher only, so did not win that roll of the dice. Some pretty promising results here for the guys we've got up. They're cold right now, unfortunately, but Lopez is already up to 90 overall here at 22, 3.76 ERA. If he can continue to develop the walks per nine and the hits per nine just a little bit, should be really, really good. The stamina is a little bit low, so he does not get a ton of innings. Sandoval is doing better. You can see pretty clear why. The elite walks per nine. You all know this at this point. 3.47 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. So he's looking great in the bullpen. Villa's been here for a while. Oh, I forgot about Garbolo. Yeah, Garbolo. Okay, he's been up here for a while. He's not too bad. He'll probably be in the pen next year. Villa's over here having the best year of his career. But I wanted to look at Lance Johnson. So he's got the elite walks per nine. I want him to make a starter, but I do have the lineups and rotations on auto right now. So he's in a setup role and doing well. And then I'm impressed with Ransom. I was kind of worried about Ransom, but he is doing very, very well. He's only had 3 save opportunities, and he has closed all of them out. Okay, last draft before we start to have a team here, a real team. And Salvatore Flores actually got a little bit better during the scouting, so I'm excited to see how he looks, and he looks very good. Does not quite have the contact that I thought he might, but the speed and the defense is really good, and he should round out. I mean, with the potential that he has, obviously he's already going to be good against righties, but with the potential that he has, he should get even better, a little more well-rounded at the plate. Unfortunately, Ramon Flores is a little bit disappointing. I say that he came in the middle of his range. So let's see, he's got 74 potential. So if everything goes up a little bit, I mean, he's got to play. For sure. We got to put him out in the outfield. I don't think he's going to do too well, but maybe that contact, maybe the vision, discipline, and clutch can get up close to 50, and then I'd feel a little bit better about it. But at least we've got somebody to, get out there. And this is why I took Eiley Church. 95 potential with high hits per nine and walks per nine. We don't really need any more lefties, but we'll take it. I think this was a pretty solid draft. I mean, really, most of this video, only the top few are going to be that impactful for us, but these are guys that I needed, and I think we're ready to start playing games. Okay, this time I deserve the first overall pick. Okay, I've been screwed enough. This is probably our second to last high pick that we're going to get in the video, and we go down again. 4th. I guess that's a little better. I'll take it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a team. Almost. We're getting there. I couldn't realistically fill left field, right field, and third just yet. And I guess I'm learning here. I kind of want to trick the CPU to scout these 3 positions. I still need them. Now, I do have a full rotation and bullpen, and the rotation is headlined by our ace, Cristobal Lopez, 23 years old, 90 overall, the first draft pick of the video. He is one of the guys who played last year, and he was pretty good. Sandoval was even better. He's our second starter. Lance Johnson, who was a reliever, he's going to start this year. And then we have our 2 rookies, Shabayzan, 26 years old, but looks pretty good. Kind of a long-term project guy. And then another lefty, we know this guy, Pedro Garlobo. Howard Ransom, who we saw last year, is going to close. And then Eiley Church, who I just drafted, is going to be our lefty setup guy. I think I still need to bring one more guy up. I don't want Chad Sloan up here. I'm trying to do it. At least the bullpen and the pitching staff, fully of guys that I've drafted. The other guys in here, Jaime Ramirez, actually pretty good. Another lefty. Righty Carlos Villa, he's coming back for now. He's not great. And then I think Carlos Ortega is going to be okay. I had to put him on the 40-man. He's got above 65 hits per nine and walks per nine, so we'll give him a shot. I've been trading his clutch for 5 straight seasons. We might as well go see opening day now that we have some kind of a team here. We're in the Berg. Squad's lined up here. Co-ed. I think we're going to win like 50 games this year, mostly because of the strength of the pitching rotation. We will still be the worst team in the league because of our offense. And Cristobal Lopez, our ace, is on the mound. Tall left-hander. I really like the pitching motion, and it's a fly out to start the game. Joe on a random makes a catch. A lot of the league is going to look different now that we are in 2031, I believe it is. That smoke to our new shortstop makes the throw. He does have good defense. A lot of the prospects will be up here, like Jack Caglione, starting to hit their stride, and many of the old heads will be heavily regressing if they are still in the league. Looking for a 1-2-3 first. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. That time it's past the shortstop. We are not going to watch many games in this video. It could take a very long time to win a title. So, going to be moving through things quickly, but wanted to go see how the squad's looking and want to check out the Berg, you know? Fans finally have something to root for. Luis Robert Jr., strike three. Jack Flaherty's still in the league. How old is he? 35, but still 84 overall. Pretty solid. All of the guys we brought up are taking their first at-bats today, and there's a good chance that we can win a Rookie of the Year. So I want to see him up here like Michael Patel. I don't think he is the front runner. He's our second baseman, of course. This guy right here is the front runner. Center field, Ryan Thompson. 86 overall. Rocking the stirrups here. He's got really good contact, so I think he should have a decent on-base percentage. If he can slug a little bit, he'll be able to compete for Rookie of the Year. And that is a flyout. Salvatore Flores, the shortstop, number 36 prospect in the league. Just got him last year. He's a lot better against lefties right now. He's going to need to round out his other stats. That was right down the middle. If Robert Cooley had some secondary positions, he'd be in the field, but because we already have our second baseman, he's got a DH. And he grounds one to second. First bit of trouble for our ace here. 3-2 pitch to Teoscar, 2 on, 2 out. Pitching out of the stretch. Backdoor curveball. Are you kidding me? That was gorgeous. He has not given up a run through the first 4 innings. Salvatore Flores. Oh, I thought that was going to be our first hit. We still don't have one today. That might get down. Robert Cooley. There we go. That should be extra bases. I can't remember how fast he is. Could this be inside the park? The throw is offline. Is he coming home? No, he stopped at third. There we go. First hit of the day. First career hit. Can Eric Porter Y drive him in? Really just need anything in play here. Oh. It is up to Joanna Random. Nope. Nope. Not going to happen. Thompson. Out to right to the Clemente wall. Get up. Just caught on the track. Scoreless through 6 of the Berg. Torrey Miller coming at you. Going for the high heater. Ooh, Teoscar. Joanna? Yeah, she's got that. Underwhelming offensively, to say the least. And our closer, Ransom, came in, gave up a solo shot to Cam Monero. Not looking good here. I say that, but Joanna just singled, and we've got the top of the order coming up with nobody out. Oh, Patel. He did not see it today. 1 out. This is the guy to do it, though, right here. Ryan Thompson. That might be a double play. Ball game. Pitching staff is promising. It's just the offense that's going to need to continue to develop. And let's get back to our scouting. We've got some guys that can play first base, but nobody that good. So I'm going to try for first base, still want third base, and left field. We need outfield. Here we need infield. We need everything still. 28 and 67. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Time for another draft. The challenge is getting a little bit easier as I go here. So now I've figured out the computer a little bit. It's all about who is in the majors. It's not about your farm system, not about how many players you have. It's all about the quality of the players in the majors, and they're going to scout the positions that you need. So remember, I had a deep potential guy at first base. So that's why we have so many first basemen. I need to bring up a catcher next year. Maybe we'll get less catchers then. That's got to be the move. I need a better catcher because our guy right now is deep potential. Anyway, I wouldn't be opposed to Hernandez because he can play first, and he looks good. Strangely, almost too good to be true. So I don't know. Probably the pick that I want is actually Chris Clements. Good defense and contact, and he would be our third baseman. So that is the leader in the clubhouse. Second round, I want Julian Hoyer. I also like Barry Wise. He can play all the outfield positions, has some good speed. Or I could take Torrey Salas, but again, we don't really need these positions. So that's why I've got the board ordered the way I do. I would like to get Edgar Rosa in round 2. We pick at 4, 39, and 66. So that's where we've got to really make do. And then after that, we're just going to go back to the class and see what we can find. I also like Sinclair. I like Sinclair too. So well, let's see. Let's see what the CPU does. Salas is going number 1. I guess he was probably pretty good. We didn't scout this shortstop. I wonder if he's pretty good. 3rd overall. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Shortstop. For some reason, I don't trust Hernandez. Just something like the defense looks too good to be true. My gut is just saying that maybe our scout didn't get this right. And we only had him 30% scouted. So I'm leaning towards Clemens. Now, Scout could have got this wrong too, but this feels a little more realistic. Yeah, I think I'm going Clemens. That way we can just fill third base. Maybe he can start next year. We'll see. This is where it gets a little tougher because Hoyer's got the guaranteed high potential and can play anywhere in the outfield. And he moved up the board a little bit. It's just whether or not he's going to be able to impact us soon. Rosa, I like Rosa. First and right. And Sinclair, I mean, just the utility aspect and the plate skills. I'm going Sinclair. I've decided Sinclair. It's a really tough call. I like the flexibility. And I just, we could put him anywhere. And the contact and the plate skills are really good. I feel all right about it. Rosa is who I wanted next. This is probably who I was going to take next. Got taken right before us if he was going to fall. There was another guy here too. Hoyer got taken there. We weren't going to be able to get him. Now what do I want to do? Is probably just have to go with Medina. I mean, his ceiling and his floor are the same spot, but maybe if those plate skills are good. Yeah, I think Medina's just the best pick here. Not thrilled with him. Not really a fan of Dan Kaiser either. 54 overall. I mean, he's going to be like 72 overall, 72 potential, but he can play first base and left, and I think it's the best I've got left here. I think the play now is Andy Gomez because he has a 0 for stealing. It's a catcher, of course. He's got really good defense and power, but we don't know if he's going to have a secondary position. So I guess we'll take the chance. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be catchers all the way out here. Howard Elliott looks like maybe a late round gem here. And then we could come back around for Withers. So I'm going with Howard Elliott. And Withers got taken. So do I go Montez? Do I go Clark? We don't know about either of their secondary positions. I'm going Roger Clark here. That's it for the draft. I got to bring up a catcher next year so that hopefully there's no more catchers on the board. Well, explain this to me, CPU. If our catcher was an all-star, why do we need so many catchers in the draft? Our real all-star is Ryan Thompson. He is continuing to develop very well. The defense has gotten a lot better too. He's on fire. 900 OPS. He was projected to lead the league in WAR. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but he's got 4.4 right now. This is our superstar right here. And right now, he is pretty far in front here for Rookie of the Year. The only thing that could get him is home runs, but he's so far up in RBI and average. I'm feeling pretty good, and that will give us an extra draft pick. The DH Cooley's been pretty good, adding more and more contact. But unfortunately, Michael Patel has been bad, which is surprising to me. His stats are pretty good, so just have to be patient with him. Flores, this does not surprise me. Adding a ton of power versus left. That's interesting. This doesn't surprise me, though. I just needed to bring him up right away because he was 79 overall. But his contact is not there yet. I have him training contact. Or no, I have him training vision, discipline, and clutch. Some promising stuff on the pitching side. Lance Johnson with a 2.07 ERA. He's been phenomenal. It's the elite walks per nine, max out walks per nine. I did give him an extension, a 6-year extension while he was cheap. I'm going to have to do that with a lot of guys in this video. Jaime Ramirez is actually pretty good. I don't think I've talked about him yet. He's a solid lefty. He was really good in the farm system this whole time. And our ace, Cristobal Lopez, 2.70 ERA, 100 innings on the dot. Much better than last year. I'm worried about our closer, Ransom. I'm worried about him. 18-3 is good, but it seems like when things go bad, they go pretty bad. Maybe he's getting a little bit unlucky, though. Nah, the FIP is 4.19. It was 2.24 last year. That's pretty impressive. No secondary positions for Gomez or Elliott. Took the chance on it. Elliott might have high potential, but that's like our 30th catcher, so. All right, let's take a look at another class here, 2031. I don't think there's going to be a lot of high potential, but there are going to be a lot of guys that can fill some needs for us. And I think that's a little bit worse than I expected. I was not able to sign Howard Elliott. Chris Clements is just fine. just fine. The defense is good. The plate skills are good. And we've got him to play third. So that's cool with me. I wish he had a little higher potential. Came in kind of on the lower side of his range. Sinclair, more of the utility guy. The defense isn't great, but again, the plate skills are good. Same thing though. Wish we could have got B potential out of these two. Nobody really came in at a good part of their range, unfortunately. Medina is 73 overall already, 74 potential, so he's going to play right away next year. I don't know if he's going to be third or first, probably third. So that does fit a need. Kaiser's disappointing. I guess I can throw him out in left or on the bench if I want to let other players develop. Hoyer was on my board, right? 87 potential. I guess that's a little bit of a miss, but he's just kind of farther away from the show at 63 overall. So I'm trying to get it going, trying to ramp it up a little bit here. Here's the first overall pick that got taken way early, Torey Salas. No defense. Looks good, though. Did not need him. Mentioned that during the draft. Do not need second or short. There weren't that many good players in the class. And like I said, we got some needs filled, so I'm okay. Let's sim to the end of the season. 46 and 116. Obviously a step forward, but worse than I thought we'd do. The good news is we've got ourselves a Rookie of the Year here for Ryan Thompson. He led the entire season. This is the type of guy that I want to build around, 5-tool type of player right here. And you can see his stats. Added 11 contact versus lefties. Bunch of defense over there. He was really good. 381 on base, 861 OPS, 6.5 WAR. The CPU estimated he would get 7.4, so just shy of that. I am definitely going to give him a huge extension in the offseason for the rest of this video. We also got a gold glove for one of our pitchers, Sandoval. So he's got himself an awards page. Thompson also led the league in triples, so he's got a lot of speed as well. I was saying he's a 5-tool type of player. 11 triples on the season. Our next best hitter was Robert Cooley, but he only got to play 112 games. He was injured, tore his ACL. Very promising signs here, though, at just 19 up in the league. The guy I'm disappointed in is Michael Patel. His stats are way better than he played this year, just not hitting well at all. I mean, he's got good contact, especially against lefties, 645 OPS. He was slightly positive in WAR, but .6 is pretty much zero. The worst hitter was for sure Salvatore Flores. Now, it looks like he did do very well against lefties, but overall he only batted 193 with a 555 OPS. So we're going to need him to get up to his potential, which I think was 91 or something like that. I did work on his vision, discipline, and clutch. Big strides there, but contact-wise, he's going to have to get a little better before he's solid at the plate. We've got a couple relievers we could build around. Lance Johnson, I want him to be a starter, but I do have the rotation still on auto. So he started there for a couple games, but then ended up just pitching out of the bullpen. But he was very good, 1.91 ERA. Jaime Ramirez, also another lefty, really good as well. And then Torrey Miller was our best righty. He's still got some development to do, but 3.22 ERA. Eiley Church, closer from last season, lost walks per 9. We saw that earlier. He just, I don't know, he just seemed to struggle a little bit. He should improve. Howard Ransom, I can't quite figure this guy out. I felt like maybe after last year he would be solid, but 27-5 is only okay. 4.30 ERA. I think he's got better in him for sure. A few of our pitchers really did struggle, but Cristobal Lopez did not. 159 innings, 2.88 ERA for our ace. The only thing is his stamina is low, so he can't really get as many innings. He's not going to push 200 innings, but he made the ones he got count. That's a great year. We have still got a long ways to go, but the good news is we are going to have a full team looking ahead towards next year as the Orioles take down the Brewers in 2031. Now that we're actually playing, I want to see what is going on around the league here. Quinn Matthews won the Cy Young. It's pretty impressive. With Bob Duff here, a second rounder. Looks like a few of our pitchers, a second rounder from 2025. He came in second. And Mark Vientos won the MVP. That's back-to-back for the Mets with Juan Soto winning it in 2030, and I want to see the AL. Gunnar Henderson taking it away from Aaron Judge. Jordan's won one. He's always so nasty in this game. Starting to regress, though. And Skubal won his second straight Cy Young in the AL. Brundage is going to take over the catcher role next year from Doug Ricker. He's not doing that great, but his ceiling's a little higher. I think he's ready. Who is doing very well, to my surprise, is Abdul Champion from way back in the second draft of this video. He's got a 762 OPS. Added a lot of plate skills. He's going to need one more year in the minors, but he's getting very close. I locked up some of the members of our core here, 6 years for Lopez, our ace, and Ryan Thompson, our stud center fielder, 8 years, 19.2. There is no way I get the first pick here. God damn. Well, we've got a lineup. That's what I'm going to call it. One of the lineups of all time, right in front of you here. The top is not bad between Cooley, Patel, Thompson, our best player. I need more out of Flores. And then we got a couple guys who are coming up right away. These were the guys whose overall was pretty much right on their potential that we got last year. So Medina, the plate skills are okay. He's going to probably struggle at third a little bit. Brundage is coming up for catcher. I think I mentioned that before. And then the other guy, the other guy coming straight to the draft is Dan Kaiser. Straight from the draft is Dan Kaiser here. He's going to be playing left. And then I had to bring up Ramon Flores. I don't really believe in him yet. The play skills aren't there. He's actually not bad. I think he's got like maybe higher C potential. I didn't really want to bring him up just yet, but I need to fill out the lineup. There's only one guy on the bench. Actually, I guess two guys on the bench that I drafted. So this is the last year that we'll need Ricker as our backup catcher, and then this other guy with the Y next to his name is a yes. I brought up the two, we're out of Joanna randoms. So I brought up the two worst players I could on the bench. They're not going to help us out at all. They're actively going to hurt us, actually. So here's our depth chart looking ahead to next season. So this is kind of where we're at. We're still weak in right, still weak at third, and still weak at first. So that's probably what the CPU is going to scout, if I've learned anything throughout this video. We do have some promising players coming up next year. Chavis will be in the infield. We have Clements. He's not up right now, but he'll be up. He actually looks pretty good. And then, not Cooley. Who's the other guy? Sinclair. This will be our utility guy. He's got pretty good plate skills. So those guys are going to help round us out a little bit as a squad, fill out the bench, like fill out some of the other positions. Our window of about 5 to 6 years is opening up right now. All of our good pitchers are up besides Thomas Ono. I'm holding off on him just to try to keep somebody down. He is really good. But yeah, really all our talent is up here now, the guys that we're going to build around. So we've got like 5 to 6 years to get this done. And if we can't get it in that window, I don't know if I can go through this again. So maybe if we get enough teams to sign all of our Joanna randoms, they'll all start tanking, and that might help us push us over the edge to get to the World Series. Just like an act of sabotage, just sprinkling all these players around and making the CPU pay like a bunch of money for... there we go, another one, right on cue, going to the Orioles. Maybe one more year of training here for Salvatore Flores on vision, discipline, and clutch. If they get up to 50, maybe he can have another good year against lefties. I think he's going to be okay. We'll see. I'm really hoping for a leap forward. This is one of our best guys. He's really got that defense and speed. He feels like a seriously important player. Like if he's good at the plate, that makes me feel a lot better about things. 9-19 during spring training, so definitely not there yet. We did win our last 3 in a row, though, going into the season, so that is good. Don't plan on watching any games this year unless we somehow get into the playoffs, but I will tell you we are 4th in pitching going in, 13th in speed, absolutely terrible at everything else. We might get another one next year, but this is probably going to be the last really high draft pick we have, so I'm just praying that we can get one of these good players. There's some good options up here in the outfield, so I think I'm probably going to put outfield maybe third as what I want the CPU to do. Now you can see we've got a ton of picks, 4, 31, 38, 40, 78. So this feels like such an important draft. We've got to rack it in and get multiple impactful players. Otherwise, I think the window of opportunity is going to pass me by here. We are in first place. First place. 9 games above 500. I mean, our division looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. I have no idea how we're doing this besides the pitching. Looking at ERA, where are we at here? We are in 6th, so honestly not as high as I thought we would be. I do see quite a few guys pitching well, though. Shabazan, huge step forward there. Our offense must be a little bit better than I thought. I said if we were in the top half of the league that we should be competitive, and we're 25th, so we're definitely not there yet. Thompson's been really good again, 893 OPS, just unbelievable player. He's so much of our offense. Cooley with an 886, that is very impressive to see. On base is higher, slugging is higher. Didn't really expect that much out of him, but that's great. Patel, okay, finally Patel seems to be getting it going with a 770. What's his WAR at right now? 2.1, okay, that's good. Our catcher, we need Brundage to play as good as possible because we got to stop scouting catchers. And Flores here, not doing well against lefties, but he is slugging, which is great. 711 OPS. If he can be above 700, he's going to be so good. That's a key for us because he's one of our few A potential guys. So we really need him. Medina, we just drafted last year, brought him up. Porter, okay. Is anybody? Kaiser's our worst, and we just brought him up last year too. He's not a long-term guy. All right, I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys above 700 OPS, so not too bad. Really, the pitchers is the key though, and Connor Miller, did not expect him to be up here. That's good to see. Lance Johnson, I do expect him to be up here. He's really good. Cristobal leading the way for us. Shabai Zahn is the big one though. This is a big leap forward for him. Under 3 ERA. There's a lot of good stuff here. A lot of good stuff here. I'm happy with this team right now. I am begging for an impact bat. Clearly, we need help offensively as soon as possible. There's a couple guys on the way, but they're not anything special. They are more contact guys, which we do need. We need, especially in the outfield, if we could find somebody here that can help us as soon as possible. That is all I'm asking. That is all I'm asking for. Here we go. Starter, right field. Okay. Kirby right field with some pop. Not bad. Lee Kane. Don't really like him that much. Gilly. And then a center fielder. Maybe I can get this guy later. We have some options. Kirby stands out because of the power in the defense. Okay, Jeff Kirby is definitely my favorite. Just with the pop, the defense is going to give him a high floor. So he's at least going to be able to track it down out there. And like I said, we need some pop, so that's good. If I can't get him, I think Quesada is my next best option. He can play positions I need. Looks okay, lefty bat. And then Lee Kane would be my last choice. I don't like Kane quite as much, but he's okay. And then just got to hope that we can get some more good stuff here with our, 31st through 40th pick. So that's going to be the key. Let's get this thing started. I just do not want to see Jeff Kirby. Okay, Quezada goes number 1. Rouse. All right, we didn't scout Rouse. Number 3. Do not be Kirby. Do not be Kirby. Okay. All right. Well, Jeff Kirby. Not even going to think about it. Already done the work. We're going with Jeff. All right, 31st pick. Hugo Thornton is still here. He moved up the board a lot. Honestly, very similar build to Kirby. Good defense in the outfield. Power profile. I'm sure he's going to need to develop a bit. But if he's 60 overall with 86 potential, I'm pretty happy with that. I think this is a no-brainer. This is one of the more straightforward picks here. Okay, this is a little bit tougher though, because Rodriguez was only 31% scouted, but he did move up a little bit. And he looks very well rounded, and there's still that chance that he could have high potential. He is 21. I don't know about Capel. Just speed. We could use somebody with speed on the bench, but I'm not prioritizing that much. And then Miranda just looks okay. We could use some third base. I want to just take the chance on Rodriguez and hope that he's pretty good. I think that's going to be my play here. Alfonso Rodriguez. Between Capel and Miranda now, and I think Miranda's the move. I just don't think a bench speed bat is going to be as impactful as... I mean, this guy has speed and stealing too. And then Garcia, the rest of the guys, like I said, I can get later. So I think Frank Miranda is going to be my next pick. So far, I have not been forced to take any catchers yet. So that is good. Garcia is still here. He's probably going to be 70 overall with 75 potential, but he did move up the board a little bit, and he could play third and first with some more power. I don't hate this pick. I think we're doing pretty well so far, knock on wood. We got third base already, and Olivo is the best one left, and he doesn't really look that good. I kind of want to take the chance on Lugo having high potential and maybe having a secondary position. So, I am going to go catcher here. All right, this guy's injured. I've got to go back to the board. This guy can play third and right. Probably not going to be very good. And the rest are catchers. So, I think I just go Gonzalez. I still have one more pick after this, too. I guess Sosa is the move here. He's unknown, and he only got scouted a little bit, but he did move up the board a decent chunk just in 1 week. It's my only option left. It's only catchers. I think we did okay. There. I'm excited to see how that looks. Lugo does not have any secondaries, but Sosa does. He can play first. He's going to be a massive project, though, so we might not see him, but At least he's got a secondary. Still in first place here. Pitching staff ranked first. Everything else still bad. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. We're hanging on. I've got decent feeling about the draft here. Decent feeling. Let's see how we did. All right, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. 84 for Kirby is a little bit low. He does have the defense. What was his range? 76, 91. Okay, I guess I couldn't have asked for that much more. He can't help us right away, though, because the plate skills, besides the power, aren't ready yet. That's not bad at all. Hugo Thornton, only 56 overall, 82 potential. That's on the lower end there. I felt like he was going to be better than that. I mean, the potential's good. This might be the pick of the draft, though. Alfonso Rodriguez, 58 overall, just super well-rounded third baseman. He's 3 years away, though. That's the only thing. What about Miranda? He's 52 overall. More of a contact build. Antoine is 69 overall, so maybe he might need a year as well. It's not bad. We need all of this. It's just not as impactful as I really want it to be, you know? I need somebody that's like 74 overall with A potential that can just, you know, start right away. We're in go mode. It's getting real now here. We're 11 games above 500 on September 1st, getting ready for September call-ups. I don't have anybody too impactful to bring up, but we have a legitimate chance to win the division just out of nowhere. Had a hot start to September, but now we've lost 6 in a row, and it's fallen apart. We're about to take on St. Louis, and they just overtook us in the division. So it kind of comes down to this 4-game series right here. We lose game 1, win game 2, win game 3, and we win game 4. So we are tied with the Cardinals. I'm going to sim to the postseason. Let's see what happens here. And we won the division. 86 and 76. We won the tiebreaker. I do have to say, our run differential definitely tells a different story. We had a negative run differential and just won the division. So, hey, sometimes better lucky than good. We got an award here. Let's see what we've got here. Hank Aaron for Ryan Thompson and a Rookie of the Year for a first baseman. So we're going to get another draft pick, batting title for Ryan Thompson. I mean, he really is our best player by far. Thompson had an insane year, batting .321 with 28 home runs, 96 RBI. He's up to 93 overall. I believe he is maxed out. Look at that profile. I mean, he is by far the best player we've got. He had 28 homers, 96 RBI, 6 triples, 39 doubles. I mean, 954 OPS. He took a leap from last year. How much WAR did he put up? 8.8. I mean, that's MVP level stuff right there. He probably just doesn't hit enough home runs, which is so valuable in this game. I am shocked that we got a Rookie of the Year for Medina. This guy came straight up to the show after being drafted in the second round last year. He was pretty good. 15 home runs, 79 RBI, 155 hits, 726 OPS. I mean, that's much more than I could have expected for him. We also got a Silver Slugger for Bobby Cooley here, who's added a ton of contact. Profile looks excellent. I can't remember what his potential is, but he took a big step forward. 383 on base, slugging over 500. He was just DHing, I believe, and put up 5.7 WAR. Cooley led the league in hits as well with 208. What a year. He played every single game. The fact that Thompson didn't have to do all the work was the big difference here for us. Michael Patel also improved a lot too. He's looking great, up to 84 overall. Hitting stats are excellent. 350 on base, 786 OPS. I think he can do better than that. He put up 3.4 WAR over there at second base. And another guy who took a huge leap is Salvatore Flores, our shortstop. This is everything I could have asked for and a little bit more as far as development, up to 86 overall. We still leaned heavily on the pitching staff. Lopez was excellent. Once again, our ace with a 2.94. Shabai Zahn is the one who took the massive leap. He pitched excellent this year, 169 innings with a 3.46 ERA. He is up to 86 overall. The stats look really good. He's got a lot of clutch, too. We really have a nice little tandem here between Jaime Ramirez and Eiley Church. These two guys in the back end of the bullpen. Ransom's doing the closing, but these guys are carrying the heavy load, pitching a lot of innings to about a 3 ERA, both left-handed. This staff is as good as anybody's. I say that we did not end up in the top 5. We were 6th in ERA overall with a couple of those guys who struggled, but this is still a really good playoff rotation. We still need to score a lot more runs, though. We were 22nd. I need to see us in the top 15 to really feel like a serious contender. All right, the time has come. First playoff run here. This is year 8, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Year 8. Had to count on my fingers there. Not the sharpest tool in the shed. However, the team's pretty sharp. So here we go. Game 1, we win 7-0. Lopez goes 8 shutty. Game 2, we win again. We are going on to play the Padres, and looks like they have home field advantage. So Shabazan's going to start here. Game 1, we win again. Game 2, we win again. Game 3, we win again. We have not lost a game. We have not lost a game. I'm just rolling here. We're taking on the Mets now. We're taking on the Mets. Lopez is back on the mound, so we've got our 1, 2, 3, 4 in order here. And the matchup is Lopez versus Gilbert. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we lose. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we lose. 2-2 in the series. I need to fix the rotation. I don't want Bravo starting here. Let me go back here. So, hold on a second. What is it now? It's Lopez. Lopez again. All right, Game 5. Lopez on the mound. We lose. Back's against the wall here. It can't be Lopez again. Let's switch that up. It's got to be... Who do I want? Sandoval? No, I want Shabazan. I want Shabazan in Game 2. Looks like he's been hot. Do not want Johnson. Okay. All right, here we go. All or nothing right here. Game 6, we lose. We are eliminated. We actually made it a lot farther than I thought there. The Tigers go ahead and take down the Mets. I am really happy with this team, and we're only getting better. There was a little bit of luck involved this year. You need a little bit of luck. We've got some serious help coming soon. So out of nowhere, we go from being horrendous, record-settingly bad, up to making it to the NLCS, just one series away from the World Series. So I'm feeling pretty good. Everybody eats. Everybody eats in this household. After last season, the entire core has been locked up. The entire core. There's a couple guys that we lose after 4 years, but all the biggest pieces are going to be here for a while. So we have got many chances to go for it. Most of these were pre-ARB, which you kind of have to do in this sort of rebuild. I cannot let these guys get too expensive. So it only costs $150 million for the whole roster. So feeling pretty good about that. My outlook right now, my mindset right now, to put you into my head, it is about 100 times as happy as I was about 30 minutes into this video. There's still some holes here, for sure. We've got some guys on the way, but we are strong up the middle. First, fourth, second, eighth up the middle, and second in the bullpen. Everybody improved quite a bit last year, especially the key guys at the top here, Cooley, Patel, Thompson, and Flores. Those are the main guys. They have to do the heavy lifting in this lineup. We did upgrade a little bit. Third base, I've got Chris Clements in here. The defense, not great, but the hitting stats are pretty good. So we should have a better bat there. I can't remember who was there before. I think it was Medina. Now I moved Medina over to first. Brundage is still our catcher for now. He's definitely the best option, but Champion is up. The champ is here, still working on his defense. Not ready to get him in a full-time role, but at least we do have a decent backup. There's only 2 guys here who are not part of my team, who are not drafted by me, and I made sure to pick the worst ones that I have. I feel good. I think we'll be a little bit better, maybe a little less fluky during the regular season as last year. One sneaky big change in the pitching staff. I've had Thomas Ono waiting in the wing. He was a discovery guy from several years ago now. He looks really good. He only has 56 stamina. So he's going to be our long reliever. Lefties galore here still. Middle relief is, I'm not sure what we're going to get, but I do feel good about our high leverage guys. This is a good team. I think this is a legitimately good team, and I cannot wait to see how far we can go. I'm ready to catch another opening day here. Let's see the fellas in action. Wind is blowing out to center. And the ace is back on the mound. Great season last year. Elite strikeout rate. The walk rate is the key for him if he can keep that down below 7% like he did. I have saved the Rockies before if you haven't seen that video, but they don't need it right now. They're actually pretty good. They were 500 last season. Lopez blows it right by him. Is Lopez's motion Chris Sale? Did I just now note? Oh boy, that is roasted. And that is out of here. That was not great. That was absolutely drilled right there. I think it might be Sale. He kind of looks like Sale too, tall and slender. I think Sale gathers like that. I'm just looking at the arm angle. Is Sale a little flatter than that? I feel like he comes around it a little bit more, but he does step towards first. I cannot say for sure. Somebody let me know if you could tell in the comments. Rocky Starter is a first rounder from 2029, already 89 overall here at 22. More of a strikeout pitcher, but pretty good. I'm still waiting for the full breakout of Mike Patel. I know he's got a really good season in him, like a 900 OPS season. That is a beautiful pitch, front door cutter. Thompson is already broken out. He could go for MVP vote someday. He just needs to hit more home runs. That is not a home run. Is that going to get down? Diving play not made. Charlie Condon with a brick there. Chris Clements, very good fit here on this team. Roberto Clemente, anyone? Legendary Pirate. Ground ball to second to start his career. First team all beard. Brandon Brundage. Strike three. Amasa's been pretty locked in so far. That might be a base hit. Get down. Seems like all we can do is bloop one to right. Safe to say Thompson's our best player. Projected to lead in everything except for stolen bases. I disagree with the record, as usual. 73 and 89. We're going to be better than that. Leadoff walk here. The rookie Clements at the plate. Amasa's tiring out. 108th pitch on the way. God, that's so nasty. Full count now. Ball 4, 2 on, nobody out. It is the bottom of our lineup, though. But this is a 3-1 pitch. Good pitch to hit. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Kaiser's got a hit today. Just keep it off the ground. No ground ball double plays here. That's ripped. Deep into right. And it's gone. Grand slam. Dan Kaiser Y. Nobody can believe that. Ransom is back as our closer. In for the save on opening day. 1 strike away. And there we go. Took a while to get the offense going, but a grand slam. That gets the job done. Feels like deja vu every time I'm looking at this screen here. Third base, left field, and right field. Still what we need. First base is a little bit better. Catcher is a little bit better. They're probably still going to scout catchers because it's 28th. So I guess we'll see. So I'm going to go for third base, left field, right field. And I don't think this does anything. I mentioned this before. This doesn't really do anything, but it makes it easier to sign them. Increases their motivation. Lost like 100 games in May. Turned it around at the end of June. And decent start to July. So we managed to clean it up to 51 and 44. Not bad at all. 19th ranked, first in pitching. Still need help on the defense, contact power. Haven't looked at the stats all year here. Been simming through pretty quick. I am very happy to see what I'm seeing right here. Salvatore Flores. Mr. Locked In up there. 89 overall now. Really improving at the plate. 23 home runs, 76 RBI. He's got a shot to be an all-star here. 841 OPS. Already more than 1 WAR higher than last season. Big improvement. Mind is kind of open here for whatever's on the board. I think we could be due for a little bit of pitching, especially in the bullpen if we're going to lose our closer to regression. We've got enough backup plans for now. So, all right. Let's see the big reveal. Who's been scouted? By the way, we pick at 27. For the first time, we don't have a high pick. So I've got to think about things a little bit differently. I'm not picking a catcher, though. Maybe this guy, center fielder, defensive first kind of guy. Won't be able to get that guy here. Right fielder, a little bit of pop, a little bit of defense. Third base, ooh, this might be our guy. Third base, guaranteed high potential. Joe Walker's definitely my favorite guy. He's not really much of a hitter, but good defense and speed. We could use a little more outfield. He did move up the board, though. We pick at 27, so not sure about it. Kraus is a backup. Lantigua, backup, but would prefer for the next round, which is 61. I thought we would have didn't we get a rookie of the year? Maybe he wasn't part of the incentive. Yeah, I guess not. Shortstop could take this guy, and then the closer. So we'll see. I don't love the board, but we're deep into this now. I mean, still finding a way to get screwed here. Kraus and Walker right before me. So I guess I just have to go Lantigua right out of the gate, which I don't really want to do because there's a chance he's going to fall. I think I just need to go with the order of my board here and just take Lantigua. We'll go for the potential. All right, the closer's still here, Eric Post. So is third base John Reyes. I might take him next. Or Treyer, who moved up the board a little bit. I'm going Post here. I wanted a closer. I don't really think Reyes' contact's ever going to get there. I don't think he's going to help us out. So who else is here? That guy moved down the board. I really hope some of these guys get cleaned out by pick 192 and we can get somebody we want. I don't think I need John Reyes. We've got guys like him already. Let's just go for more of a guess here. At first team all beard. Second member. Not looking good the rest of the way. Not liking what's available here at all. Do I take the worst guy? Right? This is the play. This is the play. If I could finally employ the strat, I take the worst guy so that he won't be there in the final round. Right? That's the play. Let's give it a shot. Could be big brain. Could be the worst move of all time. I'll take a shot on Tom Booth. Take another flyer here. Still guys scouted on the board. Just three. So I do it again. I take the worst guy. Nobody's good. So I take the worst guy. All right. Show me nobody else here. Okay. So I could take anybody. Is there anyone good? No. Nobody good. Not a fan of this one. Not a fan of this draft here. That's gonna be rough. That's gonna be a little rough. We just got pretty hot coming out of the All-Star break here, winning a lot of games, 6 in a row, heading into viewing our draft picks. I think we'll have a couple high potential guys and a couple really bad guys. And yeah, that about sums it up here. Coming up to the end of the year here, 89-67. We just got 4 games swept by Milwaukee, and they're just a game behind. Gonna simulate to the end of the season, and we're gonna be a wild card team. We honestly choked. We choked that. We had it in the bag. We were like 5 or 6 games up, and 2-8 in the last 10. Just tough way to go. We are ranked 13th by the CPU now, so a lot of improvement. Looks like we got another award here, and we got an MVP? MVP for Flores. No way. I knew he was playing well. That is very unexpected. 35 home runs, 120 RBI sitting in the heart of our order, 773 OPS. He has gotten quite a bit past what I expect out of him. Now, it's a little bit fraudulent. 3.7 WAR. We will certainly take it, though. All of a sudden, he's got 4 things on the awards page from having 0. I have to highlight Lance Johnson. He came in 3rd for the Cy Young, reliever turned starter. Look at his stats. Maxed out walks per 9. Just unbelievable. If this was a starter, he'd be 99 overall. And he had a 2.89 ERA. And you get the feeling that he could do even better than that. Very glad to see Patel with an 809 OPS. That's the good news. The bad news is 809 OPS was the highest we had on the team. So nobody was really going nuts. He did play all 162, Patel. 454 slug. On base was solid. 21 home runs. Just a really good all-around player. 5.7 WAR for him. He was an all-star as well. Lance Johnson led the way in the rotation. We looked at that before. A couple other good relievers in here. Bravo, in his second year, improved quite a bit. 3.33 ERA. Ono, I'm not mad about a 3.41, but I definitely felt like he would be a little better than that. So he's still really, really good, though. Sandoval, 3.66. Cristobal, down year. Down year for Cristobal, 3.74. Having this many insane lefties in the bullpen and the rotation is just so broken. So broken. Usually that's a problem for me, finding good lefties. Here is our playoff rotation. Johnson, Lopez, Bravo, Sandoval. I'm going with Johnson in the 1 after that great year. Ono, Shabazian, long relief, and everything else is the same here. Lineup's going to be the same. We take on Miami. I think we're definitely better than them, especially on the pitching side, but they do have one really good starter here. Perigo looks incredible and had a very good season, and their best hitter is Matt Shaw, and they also have George Soriano in the bullpen, who's a guy that I'd like to get in normal rebuilds. So few good guys in here, a lot of B potential guys, but overall I think we're a little bit better. So let's go here. Game 1, Johnson versus Perigo, we lose. Game 2, we lose, and we are eliminated in the wild card. Well, that was anticlimactic, to say the least. Orioles defeat the Mets in 2033. Not much to say about that. On to 2034. To get an idea of the time passing here, Shohei has retired. 549 career home runs. It's not even showing his pitching stats. Well, we just got to run it back, really. I mean, the core's all locked up here. Did that, I think, last season or the season before. So our window is still wide open. Pretty much everybody is already up in the show at this point. And our farm system it's not depleted, but the guys that can help us are still are still a ways away from being able to help us. So I don't have a whole lot to pull from. Chavis is close. He might actually come up. Not quite there hitting wise, but could add a little bit of depth for us. And so, yeah, probably going to be a very similar team to last year. I just want us to be able to win the division this time, and that way we can get that first round bye. That is huge. Been a little rough lately with the drafts. I have 11 catchers, and most of them are never really going to play. This screen is giving me a little bit of hope. We know where we're already strong. That's our core. That's all locked up the middle there. Left and right are our worst positions. Catcher is now 24th. So hopefully we can stop with the catchers now. We are ranked 8th preseason of 2034 here. That's given me some confidence. That's the highest we've been. We're still first in pitching. We've gotten a lot better at contact, and we're still very fast. Defense, don't talk to me about our defense. I'll see you around draft time. We're looking good. In first place, 56 and 39 here, ahead of the Cardinals and the Brewers. Ranked 5th in the league, first in pitching. Added a little bit of power. And our breakout this year is catcher Abdul Champion, who is finally up in the show and really making an impact in the show. He has 16 home runs, only playing against righties right now. 977 OPS. So he has taken a pretty big leap for us. Thompson's been good. Brundage, our other catcher's been good. Cooley, Clements, Patel. There's a lot of guys hitting very well. Again, we're really winning thanks to our pitching staff. So it worked out in the end, all those pitchers at the beginning of the video. Look at how many ERAs are under 3. Really, really good. And Thomas Ono, who I've mentioned, I've called him out a couple times. He is very good, and he's finally breaking out this year. Sub-3 ERA. Our worst ERA is Shabazian, which surprises me. Again, I mean, this guy, I feel like he could be a lot better than this based on the stats that he has, but has not shown that just yet. And unfortunately, our ace is also struggling a little bit too. He's hot right now, but he is struggling a bit. Giving up too many hits. Whip at 139. Not really going to cut it. A-Rod here is my favorite guy. Partially because he looks like A-Rod, but mostly because he is the best player I've got on the board. I mean, are we really going to see him in this video? Probably not. But I just got to keep getting this farm system going just in case. Woodard, good backup. Decent backup. Ramos, same thing, decent backup. And then John Jordan is the higher potential guy who I'd love to be able to get with that second or third pick that we have. So good options at the top. I would not mind taking a pitcher. Jose Cabrera is by far the best I've got on the board. Just a pretty well-rounded guy here. And then after that, my eyes are on Richie Kilgore. Truly the only late-round gem we've gotten. I can't remember if we've gotten some late-round gems that I'm forgetting about. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Let's see what we can do. Well, the pitchers are gone, but the position players are all still here. So A-Rod coming over to the Pirates. That's my first rounder. All right, I'm going Ramos. I thought I would have gone Kilgore there, but I'm going Ramos. Not Kilgore, that's what I meant. I meant to say John Jordan. He got taken 37th. I mean, there's nobody better than Kilgore available, and I'm not worried about these guys going. So even though it feels like a big reach, pick 41, I'm going Kilgore. I really wish this guy went up the board a little bit, Oliver Sanchez here, because he's got some great positional flexibility. Did not get that one, so I think Trey Montgomery is going to be the play. First base is a blind spot for us. He looks like he's got really good plate skills. So, and he rose up the board in just 1 week of scouting. So unless the scout messed that up, I feel like Montgomery's going to be actually pretty good. This is where not scouting myself makes it another layer of what makes this tough. Is I don't know if Jimmy Ruffin was a discovery guy that started ranked like 30th and then the scout scouted him to 35% and he fell way down the board, or if he started not ranked and moved up the board. But my gut says that he's actually not too bad. It's going to probably be a massive project, like 48 overall, but that's going to be my 101st pick here. So we still have 3 picks left and only 2 guys on the board. So I'm going to be able to take somebody that wasn't scouted. And so I think it makes sense to try this strategy again and take Larry Jordan here. And now I have to take Kaufman. This guy's going to be really bad. Think we go hits per nine and walks per nine here and get a reliever. Maybe he can have like 73 potential and be okay. You know what I mean? So, all right. All right, that's it. Ransom is an all-star, our closer. He's not regressing as fast as it seemed like he was going to, and he's 29-1 this year. So the best save percentage so far, which is good to see. Robbie Cooley here at second base. He's actually our DH, but he's here for second base. Another good year from Cooley. And then Ryan Thompson, our superstar here, is there for center field. I can't tell if this is a little bit of regression here. There's no defense. The defense is not going down. So that makes me feel okay. And his OPS is back over 900. First place still here, August 2nd. We're ranked 4th now. We're such a scrappy team. I feel like the rest of the league would absolutely hate to play this team. Insanely good pitching, pretty good contact, and a ton of speed. No defense at all. Just a weird build here. But it's working out great. And let's take a look at our draft picks. I think there might be a couple in here that I like, and I'm wrong about that. This is rough. This is a rough one right here. Nobody impactful at all. I don't think there's going to be a day where third base is going to be good for us. A-Rod is super disappointing. I definitely thought he was going to have like 84, 85 potential. 100 wins on the dot. By far our best so far. And we have earned ourselves that first round bye. We'll be playing either St. Louis or Philly in the DS. No awards this year. We do have some league leaders here, and it is Howard Ransom with 59 saves and Robbie Cooley with some offensive stats. We are still only the 18th ranked offense in runs scored, with Cooley having 105 and really leading the way there. We're really just incredibly annoying and really good at pitching. 3.15 ERA, and this bullpen is lethal. We were leading the league, as you can see, in so many stats, and in the top parts of the league in so many stats. Ransom stood out with those 59 saves, and I guess he's not regressing. I kind of got faked out there. He was 59-2 this year. I mean, it does not get much better than that. I cannot believe he's an all-star, but I cannot believe he did not win reliever of the year. But it's really the two lefties that I have been high on for a while. Eiley Church and Jaime Ramirez. These guys are just shut down lefties in the pen. The rotation was pretty good too, and this was really the year of Hector Bravo with a 2.82 ERA, almost 182 innings. Really good work from him. His best season, coming off of a good year last year too. And I'm happy with everybody's performance except for our ace, Cristobal Lopez. Just confusing, giving up some homers, giving up too many hits. 4.64 ERA for our highest paid player by quite a bit. Not really acceptable to me. Offensively, you saw that we're still really nothing special at all, but Abdul Champion was special, and he developed incredibly well offensively and defensively, too. That's what I've been actually training him on. 894 OPS for the kid, and he was our best hitter ahead of our best player, Ryan Thompson. The catching tandem between Champion and Brundage is maybe the best in the league, at least offensively, because Brundage hits against lefties, and he was very effective at that. Clemens was actually a big part of this year. He developed very nicely, and he had a 3.67 on base, 7.97 OPS. So the team's good. It was a confusing year for Sal, though. A bad year for Sal. He did improve, which is good, but 679 OPS? Here's the playoff rotation. Lance is staying in the first spot, Bravo going up to 2, Ono in the 3, and former ace, I guess, Cristobal Lopez is going down to the 4. Just not as good of a year from him. So, but we still have 3 lefties in the rotation. Sandoval and Shabazian in long relief. The middle relief is the part that I sometimes worry about, and they've been really good. But if we have a lead, I don't think anybody can come back against Jaime, Eiley, and Howie. Philly managed to take down St. Louis in the wild card in the top right of the bracket there. So that is going to be our matchup. St. Louis was chasing us in the division most of the year, them and the Brewers, who also have been eliminated. So let's get this thing going. Game 1's going to be Arlen Manning versus Lance Johnson here. Down in the bottom right, Game 1, we win 8-2. Game 2, Bravo and Painter, we win 6-0. Game 3, Ono versus Para, and we sweep them. We'll be taking on the Giants or the Mets. Game 3, we won 14-7. It is going to be the Mets here in the CS, and we're going to give Cristobal a start here in game one and then flip it back around to Lance from there. So game one, here we go. We win 2-0. Great start from Lopez, 6 shutty. Game two, we lose. Heading into New York now. We win game three. Game four, we win to head to the World Series. Game five, we lose to head to the World Series again. Game six, ace on the mound. Looks like Lance Johnson has been insane. 0.71 ERA through 12 2/3. All right, here we go. Game six, we win. We are going to the World Series, taking on either the Guardians or the Rays. Couple of small market teams matching up here. I'm simming ahead, and it's going to be the Rays, my personal favorite team in real life. I don't know a single thing about them in this save file. It looks like they have a phenomenal closer here, Angelo Pena. He went 54-1 last year, 48-6 this year. So he looks very good. Their best position player by rating is shortstop Andres Marquez, actually utility player Marquez. I don't remember this guy in the drafts at all. So, but he pretty good player right here. A potential right fielder, good or well-rounded player there. And their game one starter is Lee Ling with the high walks per 9 there. Looks like a guy that I would normally get. After that, the rotation is nothing too special. Weller, Abbott, Ferguson, Williams. I mean, we have the best pitching staff in the league, but still feel pretty good about that matchup. All right, if we get to a clincher, we'll enter the game. Otherwise, I'm simulating. So game one, Johnson and Ling, we win 4-0. Game two, Bravo and Weller. We win 3-1. Ono struggled a bit in the playoff series, taking on Gavin Williams. For game three, we lose. Game four, Cristobal's on the mound, Andrew Abbott. We win 5-3. We are headed to Tampa, going to the Trop, with a chance to win the World Series here. Up 3-1 in the World Series. We're in very good position to get this thing done. Rays do have their ace going. Ling will be starting, and we've got the breakout man of the year, Lance Johnson. Ling has been good in the playoffs. I'm hoping we can jump on him early. Pittsburgh superstar, Ryan Thompson. Ground ball, get through. Diving play not made. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Tough regular season for Sal. He's got the lucky purple shiny shoes on today. Can he get something in play here? Yes, he can! Sal Flores with a 3-run bomb in the first. See ya! Oh, baby, fire me up. Mr. Determined, Mean Mug Flores steps on home. It's 3-0. We have got a cushion all ready for our best pitcher right now, Lance Johnson, who has been excellent in the playoffs. Excellent. Look at the Rays leadoff hitter. Handlebar mustache. Phenomenal player generation from the CPU right there. Johnson's got him in a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. And that is 1 out, 26 more to go. Rays did get a solo shot in the second, so it's 3-1 now, but we're in the top of the fourth with 2 on and 1 out as Brundage lines one to center, and it's off the center fielder's glove. Runner did not go home, but we do have the bases loaded now. And the Rays are going to the bullpen early. Kenny Sinclair at the plate came up there in September call-ups. He's here for the playoffs. Utility guy's got pretty good contact, and a huge spot here. He strikes out. So that means Abdul Champion is up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. He is hot right now. 27 home runs in the regular season. Not going to get it done here. That's a flyout. Lance has been really good today. Hard fastball, hard slider. Counts full here to Brendel. And that's hit well out into center, but it's blown out. And the catch is made. We're up 3-1 through 4. This guy, Gomez, has been really good in relief for the Rays. We got Sal at the plate. Saw what he did earlier. This time he strikes out. Lance is getting tired. Rays only have 1 hit. And make that 2. If it was that home run, that's the only runs they've scored, and it's a great 5 innings from Lance. Gomez is still in for the Rays. We've got 2 on here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. I'd really like to add on to this lead. And that's ball 4. Bases loaded. Again, it's going to be Champion. He is coming to the plate with a huge opportunity. Base hit scores at least 1. Something in the gap could clear the bases here. 1-2 pitch. Right down the middle. He popped it up. It's time for our bullpen to start working, starting with Torrey Miller. We're going middle relief here, not going straight to the high leverage guys. Torrey Miller, 2 outs, 3 outs. Great inning from him. Now we're going to the high leverage guys. Jaime's coming in here for the 7th, and it's another clean inning. And finally, we add on here in the 8th with a single from Brundage. It is 4-1. Jaime going for another inning, doing the 8th here, and it's another clean inning. He is still in to start the bottom of the 9th, 3 outs away from a title here. 2-2 pitch. And that is flown out to center. 1 out. It is only fitting that Howard Ransom comes in. One of the first guys that we got. I can't remember if he was 25 or 26. But he's coming in 1.42 ERA so far in the playoffs. Rays do get a runner on here. Single off of Ransom. Still 2 outs. Count is full now. We're just 1 strike away. I thought this might take 20 years to complete, but it is 2034, and we are World Series champions. How about that? The boys rushing out of the dugout to celebrate. Coaches sharing hugs. We have got the job done. Your World Series champions are the draft-only Pirates. World Series MVP is 74 overall, regressing deep potential first baseman Jimmy Medina with a couple RBI. It was a short series. We dominated there 4-1. And the playoff MVP is Abdul Champion. This was only his 2nd year, and he really broke out this season, regular season and playoffs. Pretty exciting to come full circle with him. We drafted him way back in the 2nd year. This was only possible because of the insane pitching staff that I got right at the beginning of this video when I was freaking out that we were only getting pitchers. Little did I know that these guys were going to lead the way to our success, especially these 3 guys here at the end of the bullpen. Our high leverage guys were incredible. Ryan Thompson ended up being our superstar of this video. He is still only 24 years old. A lot of life left in this guy right here, center fielder. Salvatore Flores got that MVP. But he was kind of up and down on the hitting side, but he was still a big part of our success. And then Michael Patel, his double play partner, was also very good, and he saved his best seasons for when we really needed him. Outside of a couple of guys who contributed a little bit, a lot of this lineup is really bad. 74 overall, Medina over here, Ramon Flores, 73 overall, and Kenny Sinclair, who just came up, 73 overall. So it really was a just dominant pitching rotation and bullpen and a few solid hitters. That started out being absolutely miserable, and I regretted even trying this, but I think this was a good idea, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe. I've already got the next series well in the works, and it's going to be out any day now, and there should be something pretty exciting. I don't want to get the hopes up too much, but there should be a pretty exciting addition to that series. So that is it for today. Draft only, no scouting. Take care. Peace.